Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Final Fantasy Reactions video. So I want to make a video in terms of what we're going to be talking about today, which is, I don't know what to title it really, because it's kind of weird. A lot of people might not know what I mean. The cutoff point for New Visions. And I think they'll try to do that. So there should definitely be a cutoff point for the New Vision units pool, because as we can hopefully look into this is what I was planning on doing, is going into something like this and going in here and clicking on this. That should show me everything involved. So here is the New Vision pool. And are you guys dropping your jaw yet? Look at all these. So look at all these units that you could potentially get here. Now I did a poll a few months ago and most of you guys agreed that it should be, the cutoff point should be here, up to Noctis and Arden. And I don't know if you guys still will think that way, because there's still so many more New Visions that are just not that good still, honestly. Maybe the cutoff point, because there are some good ones in here like Louise and Ling and stuff like that too, but possibly the cutoff point being here instead. But you guys let me know in the comment section down below. But there really needs to be a cutoff point for New Visions on the global and JP versions, because anything, even Noctis at this point, like anything, like all these units right here are just stuff. If you get, like, for example, if you get Zidane, you know you just got a crown buff on the gold version. If you get Zidane, if you get Luna Freya, for example, if you get Noctis, they're not really going to do much for you. If you get Mello, for example, or Mazurka, or any of these units, they're not going to do much for you. Locke, I mean, maybe. Terra, nope. Fistless, nope. Onion Knight, nope. Maybe he'll get a buff soon. Look at all these units here that you just won't ever want. Especially, look at these. Yeah, so I know they're buffing up units recently. They're buffing up a lot of New Vision units, but the game is going so fast that when the buffs come out, they're just not strong enough. Like, for example, let's look at Noctis already. His crowning Noctis and Arden is a waste now, because they've already fallen behind so far. And they got buffed a few months ago, it looks like, I think. And Snow, Mazurka, also not worth it. Terra, not worth it. I mean, because there's gonna be better fields very soon. And the buffs, like Mello, not worth it. He was not even worth it on release, and he's not gonna be worth it on release on gold either. There are so many crown buffs that come out and they're just not really worth it. Oh, this one's worth it still. Lord of Seas Nicole, when hopefully this drops on global soon, this will 100% be worth the crown buffs. We're not talking about crown buffs though. I guess we kind of are. We're trying to talk about how useful some units can be, even if you may think that they're useless. And even there's a lot of newer units that are coming out that are just not good. Like, for example, Cyan, already really mediocre. And we have Kurosami, really mediocre. Riku gets a buff eventually, would make her a lot better. But currently on global version, she doesn't exist. So there's that. Summer Sniper Fistless has no future because she's true dual wield. Her S-Teamer as a one-handed weapon. So maybe someday when her S-Teamer can't get changed to a one-handed or a two-handed weapon, because two-handed mages are the future. True dual wield in itself is just not very good anymore. It's like a super. It's so funny because like the double hand thing was like a super outdated mechanic when True Dual Wield came out, or like dual wield with a bonus, and now the opposite is true. True Dual Wield is completely outdated. For any new players, True Dual Wield is just not good anymore. It was good in the 7th star era though, but not anymore. And there's like some units that are just so bad, like Dorgan, for example. If he had 27 hits, he would be fine. But 24 hits, he has almost no future with that. So maybe he'll get a crown buff. His LB will go to 27 hits instead of 20. Ninja Edge is going to be very good in the future. On turn 3, when you use one of his grandest abilities, which has more uses now, by the way, it inflicts 160% lightning imperil. So very good to have on a older unit that I'm sure some of you may have gotten by now. So yeah, there's a lot of newer units that are in the pool that are just not good either, like Nicole, the return, pretty bad. Like pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty bad. Ricard and Wyvern's STMR fodder and vision card fodder. So not even like, yeah, you could cut off a lot of like I think that the pool of Neovision definitely needs to be cut down, and also the quality of Neovisions need to be improved, because the rates for Neovisions aren't that good. I got pretty lucky recently. I think I was just lucky with those, the Baron video and also the Demonist video, Dazzling Demonist video. I got very lucky in those, but that's not the norm. The norm is go look at some of the other pulls where I get nothing for, you know, 50k lapis and I get almost nothing. That's the norm for me, at least. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think the cutoff point should be. Should it still be Noctis and Arden? Well, just pretend that Arden is here instead of King Behemi. But yeah, should the cutoff point still be here, or should we go up even higher, perhaps up to Luis? Even because then you wouldn't have to deal with Diverti and Corral, for example. You'd be cut out of Cactuar and Vivi and things like that, but you wouldn't get yourself all these other really bad units. And maybe you would even think about going the cutoff point up to Aerith, or maybe even to Sky. But I want to know what you guys think. But all in all, it really does need to happen, because I've seen tons of comments, and I'm sure I'm going to see them again, and I welcome them, but I'm sure I'm going to see, I saw lots of comments saying, you pull a Neovision, it's an off banner, and it's something way down here, that, oh whoops, that it's something way down here, and it has no value because they're useless. Instead of getting an on-banner unit like up here, getting one of these units up here perhaps, you're getting something way down here instead, and you might as well. There's a lot of times in my videos where I say I might as well just got nothing, because I'd rather get nothing instead of getting these units at this point, because they, number one, take up space. Number two, red pearls are not as valuable as they used to be. Unless you're a new player, of course, red pearls are very valuable. But for anyone who's been playing for at least 2 years now, or longer, red pearls are not as rare or scarce like they used to be. And it's definitely not worth spending 5,000 lapis to get a red pearl, for example. So a lot of these units are just red pearls. They're just walking red pearls. And I don't like that. At the beginning of the Neovision era, I was liking it because they were keeping them balanced. They were steadfast, and the power creep was not strong at all. It was like this, because they're making pretty balanced units. Like, look down here. This looks pretty good, but not super broken. Onion Knight, pretty decent back then. Shoreline Fiend and Daisy, yes, she was very valuable. Soul, it was okay on release. Like, look at all these units that came out like back then. They were just, if you look back on them, they were just okay. And I guess that's not good enough for them. I was really liking this era, this beginning era, where they were making not super awesomely powerful, super strong flexing modifier units. They were making pretty balanced units and things like that, and now that's all been thrown out the window. If you go look on the JP version, for example, there's tons of units that are just way too strong that shouldn't even be in the game. But I'm sure by next year I'll be saying, oh my god, look at this unit, it has like a 1,000 mod finisher LB or something ridiculous. I'm sure it'll be like that. So again, this video went way too long, but I wanted to make it special for you guys. Again, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the Neovision pool reduction. Should it happen? Should it not happen? You guys want to get more of your Axar and Clayomes and whatnot. Let me know in the comment section down below. I want to hear from you. See you in the next video. Peace.